In the final video for the Lego block, we're going to look at how we get the bottom side of our Lego piece to look like this. So the first thing we're going to try is we're going to try a shell feature, and I'll also show you what happens if this doesn't work, because it doesn't always work. But if you click on shell, and then I've rotated my Lego block so that I can see the bottom. If I click on the bottom face, sometimes it will shell it for us, and if that's the case, then we can just type 1 for the thickness and push enter. If that doesn't work, if it gives you an error, you might have to try this. Insert a sketch rectangle on the bottom face, and the length will do 2 less than what it was before. So we're going to go 13.5 by 29. And then we'll place it right in the center of our Lego block. What we can do then is we can just extrude that. So if we now click on that rectangle, we can extrude it and make it a height of 8. So if I go to the side, you can see my arrows pointing down. If I can either pull it down until it reads 8, or I can just type in 8 in there. Push enter. Now you've done the same thing. You've either shelled it or you've made the rectangle there. Now what we want to do is we want to place some cylinders inside the object. So we'll take a cylinder and we'll place it in there, and we do a radius of 4.75 and then a height of 8. So remember, you can push tab to do that. So then I'll just place it in there approximately somewhere. We can move them later. Click on that, and then probably from here you'd probably want to copy and paste that. So if I click on my cylinder, sometimes you have to double click around a few times. There we go. Now once it's highlighted, I can go Control C, Control V, and then pull it out, and it creates an exact copy. And again, just place it somewhere. Push enter. Then we can try the shell feature again to make that hollowed out. And it might work, it might not. So we'll try shell on the face, and it looked like it worked, so I'll make it again for 1. Push enter. Now the other one, let's do it the other way. Let's draw a circle on there. Make it a radius of 4. Extrude it down 8. Now it should have a hole in it. Just doing that, double checking here. There we go. Okay. Now we want to place our cylinder at the correct spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this to outlines only. So right now we're on materials and outlines. We're going to change it to outlines only. And then what we are going to do is we're going to hold onto the cylinder and start dragging it and move it where we think it should go. So you just have to keep rotating and looking. That looks pretty good. It needs to interlock with all of the cylinders on top. So we'll drag the other one so that it lines up properly. And again, sometimes you have to right click or double click on things to get to the correct spot. That one actually looks pretty good where it is. So that's the end of the Lego block. If you want to print this one, make sure you export it to the public drive. So export as 3D STL. With this one, you're definitely going to have to click Combine Objects when you do that, and then click OK and save it to where you want to.